Well behind early on in the game. Did you always feel that there was a chance that you were going to get back in it? Did you feel you did enough to get back into the game?
Yeah, I do have that feeling, but the reality is that when you play it against the best team in Europe, when the moment that you give them something, you're going to make the game so difficult for you. And to start the way we did, considering the goal and the way we did it, you have to be exceptional the rest of the game, and you have to nail it in every single department. And we didn't do it. We have some really good moments. We have moments where we really match them up and we make it really tough for them. But the reality is when we break them and when we find the open spaces to attack them and get into some really good situations, which is really difficult to do against them, we lack the final pass and the quality there to score 2 or 3 goals.
Do you take something from the fact that having gone behind so early, there could have been a danger that they become rampant and overrun you, but you stayed in the game and they weren't able to break you down again?
That was my worry, because as well with the formation and the players that they use today, is nothing worse than going behind so early, because it puts the game exactly where they want it, with time on the ball, creating overloads with the false 9 anywhere that they want on the pitch, and you become impatient and frustrated. And I thought that the team reacted really well to that, and we gave them a real game. But at the moment, they are the best team because they dominate every single department. And credit to them because they're an incredible team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amy Lawrence.
Hi, Mikel. I was just wondering about, in a few of the recent games against Benfica and against City also, there's quite a high line with space to exploit in behind. Do you feel like you're maximising that? And is that going to be key on Thursday? What can you do to get those balls forward quickly to get your players in behind?
Well, I think we did it and we got into some great position. But after we have to finish the actions better than what we did today. We create some big openings against Benfica as well. And it's right to them as much in this situation and finish the goals. Because against this type of opponents, you have to be so good when you have the chances, because you're not going to generate that many.
Thank you.
James Benge.
Hi, Mikel. I think you're as vocal as I've ever heard you in an Arsenal game. Why did you feel that was necessary, that you had to be so loud and relay so many instructions to your players?
Because every movement, every detail, every position is key. The moment you don't get it, like we didn't in the first 10 minutes, they're going to explode it straight away. And they're going to make you look a poor team. And then probably I do it too much, I don't know, but I think it's very necessary for them to give them guidance, because I can see from the outside what they're going to do. And when you are there 100 miles an hour, sometimes you miss a second or two, and with them, that's a huge amount of time.
I think you hinted at it there, but do you worry that you're overloading them with information, that you're not letting them play naturally?
No, I don't think that's the case. It's a conversation that we have with them all the time about what we do, and the moment I feel that's the case, then I will stop it.
John Cross.
Hello, Mikel. I just wonder whether I could ask you just how important this period is now, because obviously there's so many games. I think you described on TV that Thursday's game already feels like it's something of a final. Just how difficult and how much pressure and demand is on the players right now?
It's the schedule that we have. It's really demanding. We have no time to recover, very little time to prepare a game. For example, against City, we could not prepare the game on the field because we didn't have enough time, but we have to get used to it. And we have an extra day now for Thursday, then we have to go to Leicester. But the players are, how they train. They want to be as best as they can and prepare the best possible way for every single match, and these are what they're doing.
Can I ask you about what happened with Rob Holding? Did you implore the concussion substitute? Is that how it works? And frankly, have you established yet whether he was concussed?
Well, obviously that's a call that has to be given by the doctor, and that's the communication we go with him. So then we decided to make the concussion sub.
You think he was at the time?
Yeah, that's what they told me. So if that's the case, obviously he will miss a few days, I think.
Well, okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
James Ollie.
Hi, Mikel. Just following on from John's question, really. With the Thursday-Sunday turnaround again this week, just how are the players' fitness levels generally, and how difficult are you finding managing the squad through this period?
Well, it's hard because everybody wants to play and everybody wants to be available for every game. So if anything, just feeling sorry for the players that they cannot play or they are not playing more. But everybody is doing their best to be all the time available, which I value a lot. But it's true that there are a lot of players with fatigue. They play so many minutes and we don't have enough players to replace them, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Nick Callow.
Hi, Mikel. Like Pep, you made 5 changes to your starting lineup today. He said he's going to have to rotate when they play in Europe on Wednesday. Do you think you'll have to make another 5 changes to play against Benfica?
I don't know if it will be 5, 4, or 7. We will have to see how they react, Nick, from today's performance. And it was a really tough game physically for both because it was full gas from the beginning. And we'll see who is available and fit to be there. And obviously, we need a fresh team. We need legs as well because then the decision making and everything becomes better when they are fresh. So we'll see who is available.
And now that it's 11 defeats in the Premier League, does that make that Europa League even more important than it was before?
It's always been really important, but obviously every defeat and now in the league puts us in a much more difficult position. So we have to take it game by game, and we need a run of games. I think we are having a big run of performances, but we lost 2-3 games now in different ways, and it's not what we want, obviously.
Okay, cheers, thanks.
Finally, Mark Irwin.
Hi, Mikel. You probably gave City their toughest game in this 18-match winning run they've had. Pep was very complimentary about your efforts, but once again, you've lost the game and that gap isn't getting any closer to the top 6. Is that the big frustration, that you played so well and once again got nothing to show for it?
Yes, but I have to be the one managing that mark because I cannot take us to the other side, which is play worse and expect more. I'm a big believer the better we play and the more we deserve in the game, we're going to get more points. But with this game, it's very tricky. Our job is to, as much as possible, propose games where we deserve to win. Whether you get that result or not, sometimes it's things that are difficult to control. But as you said, I think the teams merit more than what we have.
I think you had 1 shot on target, 1 corner. Once again, you had a lot of possession, but didn't really make full use of it today.
Yeah, for me, the biggest issue was when we find some big openings against them, which is really difficult to do with their organization. I think we did that many, many times today. The final pass and the final product wasn't good enough. So obviously you don't hit the target. But the attacking threat that you create is not only with the shot that you create, is a situation you are able to create, but that's what it leads to results. After, as you said, then you have to hit the target many more times in order to have a better chance to win the game.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you.